Hello friends, this video is not about good people versus bad people or smart people versus not so smart people or even good dog owners versus bad dog owners. That's not what this is about. This is a video based on the fact that if you know better, you do better. And I know that you love your dog. I know that you love your dog because I love your dog and I just met him. So I know your dog is the world to you. So I want to share some information with you and I hope that you share it with your friends. I just left the house. It's like 9:40. It's 84 degrees. But let's check the temperature of the pavement here. 113, 112, 113 degrees, and it's 9:40. Now, the temperature only shows 84 degrees, so we're going to check again here in a little while. 84 degrees is the temperature. Here, even in the grass, in the sunshine, 96 degrees. In the shade, 87 degrees. That's a lot closer to the actual ambient temperature. It's 10:17 now, and this thermometer pretty much follows the temperature showing on my watch. 84.2, and actually I think my watch shows more like 85 right now. But I'm going to just step over here. I'm on the Greenway, and there's plenty of shady parts, but look right here on this sunny pavement on the Greenway. Almost 115 degrees. Here's a shady spot of the Greenway. Check it out. 82 degrees. That's even lower than the temperature showing at the airport. The shade and the breeze, and it's quite pleasant here, but not when you're in the sun. This is a difference of about 22, 23 degrees. It's 10:37 now, temperature is 88 degrees, and this is not even pavement. This is a gravel part of the Greenway, but check this out, 115 degrees. And if you're walking a dog on this, there's really no good place to get the dog out of this tremendous heat. It's 10:54. I'm about an hour and 15 minutes into my walk. The ambient temperature on my watch is showing 88 degrees. And right here, I'm at the corner of David Taylor and the Greenway where it crosses David Taylor. We've got three surfaces we can measure. That's the paved Greenway. We've got a sidewalk we can measure. And then this is David Taylor Drive where you cross the road. So let's take some measurements. Okay, here on the sidewalk we can see it's about 113, even though the ambient temperature is like 88. That's the road. 125 degrees. And let's go over to where the pavement is on the Greenway. 124 degrees. It's now 11:26. I'm a little over halfway through my walk. It's taken a little bit longer because I've been shooting video this time. So 90, what did my watch say? 90 degrees is the ambient temperature. And I'm going to check the temperature of the pavement now. 126. That's a lot. It's 11:35, still 90 degrees. But check this out. Almost 133 degrees right here at the interstate. Okay, it's 12:16 now. 2.5 hours since I started my walk, and my walk's taking a lot longer than it normally does for various reasons. Anyway, 93 degrees ambient temperature, and this stretch of the Greenway here almost 100, there it is, 138 degrees on the pavement. That's 38 plus 7, that's 45 degrees hotter than this very hot day. And if someone might say, Bob, why are you focusing on all those real hot areas? There's a lot of shaded area on the Greenway. And that is true. But in order to get here, you have to come from there. And it's going to be very unrealistic and difficult to play The Floor is Lava all the way down the Greenway. And by the way, The Floor is Lava. It is 1:03. Just got back from my walk. I paused a couple of times to talk to my favorite park employee, but the walking time was 3 hours and, I even have that in frame, 3 hours and 17 minutes. That's a long walk, slowed down by the hot weather here. And when I left this morning, it was 84 degrees, and this stretch of pavement was 113 or 112. Now, the ambient temperature is 95 degrees, and this stretch of pavement is 132, and that's not even the hottest that I encountered. So let's just imagine. Oh, that's really hot. That's really hot. Soles of my shoes are 121 degrees, and that feels really hot. And I'm wearing socks. And I don't know if I can do this without falling, but let me try. Oh yeah, that's crazy not good. Oh, God. That is not good. Let me get over here. That is painful. And you might think your little doggy has little God-made shoes on its feet, but they're not quite like that. Checking the temperature again at 3 in the afternoon. It's 97 degrees ambient, and it's overcast. Pavement temperature still 133.5. I saw as much as 134 a minute ago. It just so happens that I'm having Mike at the beauty shop today, and Ron Fesmeyer of Classic Grooming has been working on my dogs for well over 20 years. And I thought this would be a good question to pose to Ron. Ron, tell me what the function of the pads on the feet actually is. Is it for shock absorption or heat protection or what?
That's a great question. A lot of people don't realize that the pads are actually to protect the dog's feet. They are there so that they can go over gravel, over brush in the woods, and they do not get their feet damaged at all.
And so does it offer them any real protection against heat?
It does not offer any protection against heat. As a matter of fact, we need to be really careful about walking our dogs on a hot surface like black pavement. It can actually burn. The pads are not skin, but it is skin-like. And a lot of dogs have softer pads if they're not used to walking a lot or they just don't do a lot of exercise. So those dogs with soft pads are the ones that are going to be most vulnerable. But the pad is not to protect them from the heat.
Okay, so with that said, I've shown you some temperatures of the pavement that I've taken today. How much heat on the pavement is too much heat for an average dog?
You know, the pavement can get hot, and a lot of people believe that somewhere around 120 to 125 is the warmest that you want to walk your dog. So nothing any higher than that.
Ron Fesmeyer of Classic Grooming, that's terrific information. Thank you very, very much.
It is my pleasure. Thank you.
Well, Mike is back from the beauty shop, and Ron and his team did a terrific job, and he looks great. I started this video by saying, when you know better, you do better. And that's all this video is about. It's not intended to criticize anyone or browbeat anyone. It's just information, and information is power. So the idea is to empower folks to take better care of their doggies all the time and to make sure that they're not causing any harm. And that's the only motivation in this video. Okay, Mike? Mike, are you ready? Are you ready? My animals are so cool.